Uh, Welcome to this episode of Sooner Legends Podcast. I'm your host, Mike the Legend Wilkerson, and if you don't mind, hop out and hit that red subscriber button, turn on your post notification bells. That way you won't miss any of me, Bishop, and we're waiting on Big Mike for Mike and Mike on Mondays, and also for as little as $2.99 a month if you would like to become a member of Sooner Legends Podcast. You can join and on this wonderful family. And don't forget to share the video because why? Sharing is caring. Bishop, how we doing?
We're doing awesome on this beautiful Monday. Salute to all the family out there.
Salute. We got Derek Hamilton in the chat. Hey, Derek, how you doing? Enjoyed you having you on Coach's show the other day. That is Derek, wasn't it, Derek? That was on with me, you, and the
Yeah,
the Seatbelt Mafia. Seatbelt
Seatbelt
Mafia.
Mafia.
Well, Bish, let's
Go ahead.
start out with OU fans throwing a shoe over what Jim Nagy said a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
I mean, like I told you in the green room,
Go.
like I told you in the green room,
Yeah.
if I can get a 3-star who's 5-star quality and I
Right.
can get him for cheap, that saves me money to throw a bag at a big fish.
True. And I'm glad you brought that up because the thing about it is I think we understand the change in landscape, but I don't think we as fans truly understood in this day and age how important it is to make sure good money stays on the field versus being on the sidelines. And so if that's the case and you got to balance your i.e. budget for your team, then you can't have good money sitting on the sidelines. So it's just one of those things. It's like, hey, we know we're going for Jake Carrell, but in case that doesn't hit, we don't stop recruiting others. And so that's what I think Jim Nagy was saying is
Right.
always be prepared to keep that competitive depth going, whether it's a 5-star, 4-star, 3-star. It's the main thing is, do you see the quality in them that they fit into your blueprint? If that's the case, then hey, doesn't matter the stars. He's just saying they fit our blueprint and what we're developing here. Then hey, they have that 24 karat gold standard.
Yeah. I mean, like Derek Campbell, like Seatbelt Mafia says, it's almost like our fans either don't listen or can't comprehend what Nagy's plan is. The guy resume speaks for itself. Let him evaluate talent. That's why we hired him. Sheesh.
And
I agree with that. I agree with
yeah,
that, Derek.
I totally agree with that. But I also understand that we got to understand after going through a fire test year, a lot of people are, i.e., air quotes, gun shy, and we want to make sure we hit the ground the right way this opportunity because we know what's on the line. So with that, it's
Right.
like you start seeing a narrative and understand the narrative is how do you manage the stars? Because like right now, Bama is on a heater, yeah, but they're established. They have within the last 10 years won Natty, so that's a different thing. So don't
Right.
compare it to them. I look at the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's who we are. Because understand, we've always been developing 3-stars, and when they go to the league, they get top dollar and go to their second contract. So hey, that's how you judge until you win that natty. That's where you can tell the young men coming in that hey, this is a family that we believe in developing you. And if we see that you have the 24 karat gold standard, it doesn't matter your star system because once you come in, that star goes away and you're just one of us.
Yeah. T Boomer says, was that a good thing for Jim to say while we trying to put together a good recruiting class, fellas? Yeah, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, one thing, what I'm going to break this down. We all, I'm thinking of this as a budget-minded person. Okay, we
Right.
got a grocery bill. We got a grocery bill, and we got $200. We got our
Right.
grocery list. If I can find cheaper groceries that's going to allow me to get better stuff, I'm going to go cheap so I can get quality stuff in with my cheap stuff. So think of how Jim think in Jim Nagy's mind. He's playing with the budget. Okay, if I can get a 3-star with 5-star quality for I'm just going to this ain't no particular number. If I can get a 3-star that's 5-star quality for half of what I can get a 5-star for, I'm going to get this 3-star because I still got money in my ass pocket that I can go and throw a bag at for the big fish.
Right. And see, just think about it. Okay, say for instance, for example, remember how PJ Arabare wasn't even had any stars, and then all of a sudden he
Mm-hmm.
starts shooting up. Here's the thing: is oftentimes it's predicated on them going to these camps, and what we talked about in the green room is that a lot of these kids don't don't go to the camps for whatever the background reason. And understand that if that's the case, they don't have the same notoriety, but they can go off is what they put out on the field. So a lot of times
Mm-hmm.
it's go ahead. I was just gonna
No,
say
no,
it's just
I'm listening to you, Bish.
no. I was just gonna say it's just really it's about politicking. Unfortunately, it's like yeah, we know Danny Okoye should never have been a 3-star. No way.
No,
If you could dominate at Bama camp, and you know what type of recruits come there, then ask yourself: is he really a 3-star, or is he one of those that because of where he's at, and if he can get out to these other camps, uh, would he been higher? So I really feel that the system, the 5-star, the system of stars needs to be revamped and retooled a little bit because a lot of times there's thousands and thousands of recruits, and you're telling me there's only 32 5-stars out of all of
yeah,
those thousands and thousands of recruits. No, I don't think so. I think there's people that just missed the cut that are low 4 stars, high 3 stars, but because they're not going to these major camps and getting the eyes to get the rating pushed up, then they're 3 stars, low 4 stars, but they're still
right.
of the same quality as a 5-star. So then it's really all about not being able to diagnose everybody based off of what they present.
I like I said, I agree with what Jim said. I mean, you
Yeah,
don't. It goes back to an old saying that my daddy and mama pr- dang near bounced my head off the wall about. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
one basket.
I mean, I
Yeah,
that's just me, Bishop. I mean,
yeah,
do I want a 5-star litter team? Yeah, but and also let's not forget, like Derek said, uh, Jim Nagy's resume speaks for itself.
and see that's another thing is that I don't think we really comprehend how blessed we are to have Nagy. He is the standard, the 24 karat gold standard for NFL's recruiting, which he recruited out of the collegiate ranks to get him ready for the NFL. I think he has enough experience that, at least if nothing else, we as fans need to give him his opportunity to, to show his worth, because he just got hired this year, a latter part of this year. So it's not like he's still trying to find his footing. But in that, a lot of it is predicated now on the coaches recruiting and him slowly getting implemented. But what
I'm
he's
trying to make.
basically, go ahead.
I'm going to try to make Sooner in Texas. I'm sorry, I might be wrong. He's trying to express what I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
about thinking. Bishop, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this.
You good?
Think of it as we got a shopping list of groceries, and our budget is $200. And I'm walking through the meat aisle, and I see this expensive meat that I'm wanting, but I got to get vegetables and staples and all of that. If I can save something off that like let's say I'm at Walmart and they got 8 cans of canned green beans and I'm needing green beans, 8 cans for $2,
Mm-hmm.
or $2.50 for a 1 can of Del Monte green beans. I'm going to take 8 cans for $2, because I can go over to that meat department and still rack up on what I want. I mean, it's budgeted. I mean,
I agree with you.
Sooner Texas said, I don't need no stinking vegetables. No, I'm just
Hey,
using it.
hey, Center Texas. Hey, I ain't mad at you. I know what you're saying. Look, hey, this is what I'm saying is that we all know that it's past July 1st. We all know that now everything has to be budgeted and it has to be balanced. So you got to make each recruit count. So
Yeah,
hey, sometimes you're gonna get the big 5 star and he's gonna fit. Sometimes you're not. But do you stop recruiting and make sure you don't miss out and don't have competitive depth? Because understand, each year you're gonna lose some to they finish up all their eligibility and they go to the NFL. You got to always make sure you got someone that's coming right behind them that's been developed. That's all he's saying is that if you want to keep the competitive depth, I can't afford to miss on a 5 star and not get anybody. And so that's
exactly.
what he's saying. That's all he's saying is like, look, I'm gonna do what I can to get that 5 star. But if we don't get a 5 star, and I already have on my list a couple 4 and 3 stars that have the equivalent of that same 5 star, I'm not gonna miss out on them just because we didn't get them. Hey, we might have came second in recruiting them, but we didn't get the job
Hmm.
done. You don't stop
Right.
recruiting. You make sure that you have something to keep the competitive depth. That's all Jim
Hmm.
is saying. That's all he's saying is that we can't afford not to if we want to reach the heights of what we want to have.
Yes. Yeah. But and like I said, you know me, Bishop. I'm going to trust the process. I
Yeah.
don't get paid. No, I'm not represented by the University of Oklahoma. I don't get paid the big bucks. I'm just a lowly podcaster that's happens to be a be a musician. So I'm
I
I'm just going to trust the process.
I
And
mean, see, that's me too. Is put it like this: if he knows how to get people, get the young man to the NFL, then hey, it must be rhyme and lemon.
No, it's Sooner in Texas. He said, guys, mostly I'm clowning with Legends. Words I was trying to translate for the non-country folk in here.
Hey, hey, thank you, sir. Hey,
Sooner in Texas, just the same that Bishop is my official chaplain of Sooner Legends podcast. You are the official translator of Sooner Legends podcast.
yeah, definitely, definitely, man.
Well, Bishop, I said something in the green room about we're going to kind of move on here.
Yeah, yeah.
Big Mike said he's going to be on in a minute, by the way.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
Joe C retires.
Yeah,
Salute to you, Joe C.
yeah,
You brought us out of that dark 90s. You brought us Bob Stoops.
yeah.
Gave us a national championship in football that we hadn't seen since 1985, and I mean it's been. You brought our softball team to new heights. Um, but now y'all listen to me. Y'all listen to me. Pay close attention. Little old Zach Selman sitting down there. I guarantee you, ideas is spinning through his head, and I'll tell you why. Would he rather stay at a less than mediocre university in Mississippi State if if OU decides to go with Zach Selman or attempt to talk to him? Would he rather stay at a low bottom feeder school, or would he come to Oklahoma to become our next athletic director and make the big bucks?
Mm, mm. I got one. I'm thinking outside the box. If Zach is not available, a name from the past that is a mover and shaker and a go getter.
Who's
That
that?
Turnipseed.
Yes.
That
Yes.
Turnipseed.
I didn't. I did not think. Let me ask you this, Bishop.
Mhm.
Do they go? Do they go after Stoops?
Hey, nobody's off limits. You want to, because the thing about it is the landscape. You want someone that understands the entire landscape. So it's
And
gonna
Bob, and
be
nobody understands it better than Bob.
there. You go. So it's just a
Which
matter
would
of is he in that mind frame to take that on? So
exactly,
yeah,
exactly. But boy, so there's our three names: Thad
there you go.
Turnipseed, Zach Selman, and Bob Stoops. Derek Seatbelt Mafia says Patty for AD.
Ooh,
Hey,
that would be. I wouldn't mind
ooh,
that. You know what? Yeah, she's been here a while, but I think for the most part, you need someone that's gonna propel us and understands that in order to keep explosive growth going, you got to keep being innovative and not standing still. So whoever does get
Derek,
that job, uh,
I will say since I'm gonna answer Derek's question. He said, "You think Selman is who they would go after, Legend?" Derek, I would say probably because he was assistant athletic director. The legacy that his father and his two uncles built, and he knows the landscape. He knows the culture. I mean, he's from that Selman bloodline, but I could be wrong. But they should at least talk to him
yeah,
because like I said, here I am at a bottom feeder of the SEC, bottom feeder of college football, pretty much. And Oklahoma comes knocking on my door when I left on good terms, and I'm here, and they're, Hey, Zach, you want to make some money and come back to Oklahoma? Mm,
Mm.
mm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that because of his last name. You know, he was assistant AD here, and I think the reason he left Mississippi State was he didn't, because he didn't like Sooner and Texas said he didn't have any experience as an AD, but he's got experience as an AD now, and you know, I'm just thinking, Bishop. I'm going to go ahead and predict you're going to see in the next few weeks that that there's going to be talks to Zach Selman. At least talks. I'm not saying hire. I'm saying talks.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, I know this that I Zach and Thad and Bob all are go getters. They're
Mm-hmm.
innovators, and so with that said, whoever does get the job is getting a Lamborghini ready to roll.
Yeah. I mean, it's all in place.
So, and so the thing is also when you want an innovator because you know that there's going to be uh, probably what's going to be picked back up is some renovation on your building there, the stadium and the football stadium and stuff. So what they had started and had the things that we put on the back burner might be part of the landscape going moving forward so we can move up in the upper echelons of the SEC.
And leave it to Coach Ricks to make a beautiful comment. He said, I would go after Bob Stoops. He has always poked the bear, meaning the SEC.
Facts. Facts. Coach Riggs, what do you think about that turnip seat?
I'm sending him a link right now.
Okay, cool.
If you can go ahead and cook for a
Yeah,
minute.
I got you. Yeah, but the thing is, if we're listing all these individuals, what's the main thing they all possess that when other people talk about them, they rave about these individuals, and also they have been known to shake up a room and go get what's necessary to be successful. All of these three candidates have that. And that's a must in this day and age because you got to hit the ground running and keep them explosive growth and momentum going. So, with that said, I put it to you guys out in the chat. You're part of the family. Who are y'all in lockstep with those three, or do you have someone to add to it? Because I was thinking that, man, who else would you want to have as that? Because it's got to be someone that would Nagy move from where he's at, get his team set up, and trust them to do the job?
You
And
that is a hey Bish. I didn't think about that one. And you just got my head to clicking. Did they already know Josie was going to retire, and that's the reason that they brought in Jim Nagy?
just might something.
Like sands through the hourglass. These are the days of our lives.
And not only that, his team is already in place.
Yes,
Mm,
Bishop, Bishop,
mm,
Bishop. You always get the little legends mind.
mm.
You always
Hmm.
oil that one cog that's squeaking.
I'm just saying, hey, hey, you want? I'm a brainstormer. I'm a forerunner. So I'm a just. That's the way I think. Is like, I want to look at who's not only that, who's has built stuff. All of the ones that were named have built stuff from scratch, and that's
Hmm.
what you want. You want someone that's not gonna be afraid to go through a fire test or two and come out
Right.
on the other side and already have to simplify that in their repertoire, in their portfolio. So, hey, everybody we
Yeah.
named would be excellent.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
Jim Nagy would be ooh wee.
And he would get things done.
Oh man.
You know, and as far as other names, Bishop, I really don't know because I mean, for one, if you're going to become this, I know if you're going to be AD at Oklahoma, you at least got to know three-quarters of the landscape of our university.
That's what I was saying.
And
So,
hey, TP.
what
So
up, CP?
and you, okay, oh, Bishop Cook for a minute. I'm gonna.
Got you. Okay, so why don't we do this? Since he said that, spit my fire, let's ask ourselves: out of the four that we mentioned, when you think of their credentials, Bob Stoops has been at the University of Florida, has was on the staff with K State. He was part of that Hall of Fame staff. Then he went through the ranks and he came to OU and actually was hired by Joe Castiglione and was able in his second year to win a national title. Should have won more, but it just didn't line up. No excuses. But he's one of the winningest coach in program history. So he knows how to go through many fire tests to stay to keep the 24 gold standard. Uh, Zach uh, Zach is definitely one of those people that has helped to build it from the foundation. Was
Yeah.
right there with Joe Castiglione and was like Mike was saying is he was the assistant athletic director. So he was right there lockstep with Joe.
Hey,
So
Coach,
hey,
I think I got your link sent. So I didn't push reply on it on the first.
so it's all about acknowledging that what are our standards for someone to be hired in that position.
That
Two,
and
go ahead.
and and here's the reason I like the Zach Selman idea. He's young, he's vibrant, he's and Jim Nagy. He's not old. And he, you know, so them two. But Zach being the youngest, I mean, sometimes you got to bring fresh new ideas into the fold. But
And
with that being said,
yeah,
I I'm not one to believe in coincidences, and now it makes sense. You bring in Jim Nagy, and now Joe C retires.
and the actual general manager's staff is already filled out. So if it's filled out, does he trust someone to just take that over and allow him to move into this new position, and also have a
Yeah,
pulse of what he sees for the program?
could he
Hmm.
also be? Could Yeah, I mean, let's just say, for sake of argument, if he is hired as AD, could he still retain AD and still be GM?
That's a great question. That is a great question. because there's a lot that goes on with the athletic director. Would he be able uh, to do that and give the ample? Because then, as an athletic director, you're not just over football, but you over an entire sports uh,
And
sport complex.
and that's the thing, Bishop. You know, we talk about the landscape, the culture, this, that, and the other. The person who they choose is going to have to cover not just football. It's going to have to be down. If they got a bass fishing team, they're going to have to support that too.
Well, and see that. Not only that, you got to remember we are now in that arena where we're past July 1st,
Yeah.
meaning that that goes into effect. So then now you need to be innovative, but also know how to balance and to bring a staff of be able to work with your staff. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. You already hired majority of that staff. Hmm. Or you been part of the
And look
hiring
who
process?
just and look who's joining us. We have my buddy, the Spyro Oklahoma Flash, Coach Ricks. How you doing, Coach?
Boy, you stupid. I'm doing good, fellas. How's everyone doing today?
Man, live a lot of
We
see
doing
each other.
good.
I trying to be like you when I grow up.
Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy today, man.
Well,
Hey, great names, man. Y'all been throwing them out. Great names.
yeah. What are you thinking?
What you thinking,
Uh,
Coach?
I got a name, man, that nobody's talking about, and I don't know if it makes sense or not, but he's been in the Big Ten, he's been in the Big 12, now he's in the SEC. Uh, if you don't give it to Bob Stoops, if you don't give it to Bob, I think Bob, man, is the person that has been with the program just as long as Joe C. Even when Lincoln was there, he came and helped coach the bowl game. Always been around
Mhm.
OU. Always has OU first. Always thinks about OU. Willing to lobby to go get Brent. Willing to lobby to do everything. So if it ain't Bob, I think Zach. I think Zach could be one. But Bishop, you had a good point about Jim Nagy. I think Jim Nagy came in with maybe the interpretation that he might take over AD later on down the road. But when you said it, I was like, man, I was thinking about that, but I was like, that's a long shot, man, because he gave up the Senior Bowl to come here. And now he'll be the AD. So now you get to oversee all financial aspects of not just football, but all programs. So,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
one more name, Kevin Wilson.
Okay.
I knew you
That
was gonna do it.
that that
Kevin
could
Wilson.
be a high possibility.
Kevin Wilson has he's older than everyone, and if they don't go to the pro football way, those three names, Zach, Bob, or Jim Nagy, could be it. And you could just move Jim Nagy into that spot without even hurting anything.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
I because his staff is already implemented.
Yeah.
So that hey, what about that Tennessee? You think he would even be interested?
Well, that left for family reasons. You remember? He
Yeah.
left for family reasons to spend time with his family. I don't think he's gonna come back just because Joe C left. And if he does come back, then the reason why he left wasn't for family. It was because of
Right.
something
I
that was
got you. I
going
got
on.
you.
Something that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I think Bob Stoops, man, that name carry weight.
Yeah.
His name carries weight. He's went on to win XFL championship. Uh, he has the liquor out there that's selling. So his name carries weight. If you bring back Bob Stoops to be the AD, like let's just say like Barry Alvarez was for Wisconsin, he was a damn good coach, but an even better AD. You bring back Bob Stoops. I think Bob Stoops can lead Oklahoma in the right direction. The same
Yeah.
program that got him started, he can come back and carry it into the next, generation.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I
That's a
like
good
that.
point, Coach.
That's a good
Very
point.
good point.
So, but
And
anybody that we get is gonna have an easy job. Think about it, man. The gymnastics teams, elite, softball teams, elite,
elite.
football team. Even though we're not where we want to be, it's still elite. It's still
Yeah.
elite in the era to where you're changing things around and you're heading in the right direction. Um, maybe you want to go young so you can welcome in this new NIL era with someone that's young that's going to be here for a long period of time. But I
That's
just
why I
think,
was
yeah,
that's why I was thinking Zach Selman, because he was AD when the NIL first came to fruition and all this, and he's
yeah.
that 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 that's why I was thinking of Zach, Coach. Go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No, 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 no. There's another name that's out there, man, might that they might think about. No, they can't call Joe. They can't call Mangino. They can't call him. He
No.
won't he won't do it. And I think the way that he left and things is not in a good standing. If you think back, man, to former, I mean, Zach is the only one I can think of. Zach and Bob are the only two people, man, that I can put in my head that would make sense.
Yeah. And Coach, you're right. Whoever comes into this position, it's going to be easy. It ain't going to be like when Joe C got hired in '98. Walk into a dumpster fire.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I'm helping recruit some players, and my phone keeps going off.
It's okay,
So,
Coach.
um, hold on, just bear with me. All right. No, Patty ain't gonna be no damn AD. Patty is not gonna be an AD. I think Patty loves what she's doing right now
Yeah.
with softball, and to give that up, that's just like asking Brent Venables to give up his team. And no, man, it's either going to be Zach Selman or Bob Stoops or Jim Nagy. Them are the three names is going to be one of those three.
Yeah.
But he gets to choose who he wants to take his spot
Mm-hmm.
as a predecessor and everything. So uh he loves Bob. Everybody loves Bob. So we'll see. What's up,
Look who
fishing man?
just joined us.
What's up, fishing man?
We got the
What
horns
up?
down, brother.
I see that lake in the
What
back, so
up?
he fishing.
Bro,
What's
I
going
ain't
on,
out
big
there
dog?
yet. We just got set up. Yeah, we out there, bro.
I heard that, man. How's everything going your
Yeah.
way?
Oh man, I can't complain.
All right.
Can't complain at all. What y'all talk about,
Well,
man? I
Mike.
heard, I heard a little Joe C going on, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Our three names we have so far is Jim Nagy, Zach Selman, or who was it, Bishop?
Bob Stoops.
Uh,
Uh,
Bob
well, I
Stoops.
had put that Tennessee, but then thought about Jim Nagy.
Yeah, Jim Nagy, Zach Selman, and Bob Stoops.
So you're saying Nagy is the GM and athletic director?
Well, Mike,
I was
now here's the
thinking more
Legends
so.
way of
Go ahead, Mike.
this is the way Legend was thinking about this whole deal. I don't believe in coincidences. Never have, never will. You hired Jim Nagy early this year. We go on, we go on, we go on. Bam. Joe C retires.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they need
That's
something.
that's that's the Legends way of thinking.
Well, maybe they need
Yeah, I
something.
don't know, man. That's a lot. That's a lot.
And but check this out. He already has his staff in place.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be pretty diabolical.
I just think it. I think it just makes sense to bring Bob in. He's always been the one that
Yeah.
poked the bear at the SEC,
I'll
and
take any one of those. I ain't lying.
But
his
I do
name.
agree with Jimmy Satterfield. He said that would be too much on Nagy's plate. He just
Yeah.
needs to watch over football.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. That's what I was thinking.
So who would you have, Mike?
Me, I'd put myself in
Yeah,
the ring.
you man, you crazy.
You can't
No.
be
Oh,
AD
hey,
and out on the lake every day.
I ain't mad at you. Hold on.
Oh,
Hey,
I
I
can,
second it.
I
I
can.
second it.
Hey, no, if it was me, um, I like the Stoops idea. Um, but I think they kind of been waiting for this to happen. I think it's the Selman cap. I mean, that seems to be the consensus, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the real consensus.
I
Yeah.
and I know, and this was my reasoning for Zach Selman. One, it's not just the Selman name. I'm leaving the Selman name out, but he was at the program for a long time. He knows the landscape. He knows the culture. He knows every Oklahoma. Now he's sitting here, AD for a bottom feeder NCAA school of Mississippi State, and they come after him. And they say, "Hey, Zach, you want to leave Mississippi State and come to Oklahoma and get paid better?" I think that would. And plus, he's also young enough. He was at OU when the NIL was concepted, everything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I like the Stoops idea because, Stoops, he's OU. I mean, he's just a younger version of Coach Switzer. Loves OU, loves the players, loves the former players. Both names make sense.
I'd like
What do
to
y'all
hear
think?
his thoughts on it. I'd like to hear Stoops'
Yeah, I
thoughts
would
on it.
do. Yeah.
I just don't get the
But
vibe that he wants to do that. That's just me though.
yeah,
Yeah. Well,
go ahead,
I
Coach.
tell you what.
Oh, go ahead,
Uh,
Bishop.
whoever gets that, just look at our athletic paralysis. That everyone except a few of our athletic teams are in the top echelons of their chosen sport. So
Yeah.
they're getting a Lamborghini. That ain't no ifs.
Hey, Mike. Sooner Texas said Big Bo was serious about chasing those stripers rather than strippers.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I prefer to keep my money in my pocket these days. Now, a young Boganowski was all about giving some strippers some money, but not not these days. Not these days, man.
But you got any more thoughts, Coach?
Oh man, I apologize, man. I'm trying to. We got 3 kids, man, that's transferring, and I'm trying to help them do some things. So I'm on the
Oh, okay,
phone.
Coach.
I'm not paying attention. No. At the end of the day, man, if it ain't Bob, it's gonna be Zach. Zach was kind of younger, kind of a protege of Joe Castiglione. I think
Yeah.
that if he does come back, I mean, he's not gonna want to stay at Mississippi State, but he can come back to Oklahoma in the program that he already knows, and it ain't got nothing to do with the winning records and all that. It's a place that he's familiar with. He's familiar with
Exactly.
everything. So
Yeah.
who wouldn't want to go back home and everything
Exactly.
and can carry on the legacy? Because look what he's going to go from and where he's going to go to. But
Exactly.
with this new era of NIL and all that, you need someone, I guess, that really understands it and that's a little bit younger, that's willing to adapt. A lot of the older cats, they are not willing to adapt it the same way. It's a lot of energy in doing that, man. That shit is it's I mean it's tiresome to try to figure out
Yeah.
what you can do, what you can't do, what the budget is, what you can't do this. I mean, it's just so much, man. So you need someone that's young that can get those gray hairs younger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I would definitely. You definitely want someone that understands the landscape, that's gonna be a go getter and be able to keep the explosive growth movement of the athletic department. Because understand, we're prime and ready as an athletic department to seize the moment. And so we just need someone to that knows the landscape and the blueprint to propel us forward.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
Mike,
Yeah.
Coach, I missed your show yesterday. I apologize. Uh,
Oh, you good? You good to
I'm
go?
going to circle back to when it was just me and Bishop a while ago, and how fans are taking what Jim Nagy said out of context. Here's the way that this is the way of legend thinking. Y'all know how I think. You drink your own bathwater and you don't know shit from good apple butter. But anyway, uh, if I have a 3 star, if I'm going after a 3 star, but
Okay.
he has 5 star capabilities because he's not a 5 star, because he didn't go to all these camps, blah 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 blah. Jim Nagy will pick him because he's going to save some money in his ass pocket where he can go and get him some big fish also. Is that the way y'all perceived it?
I mean, kinda, but I feel like the way I took it is Nagy's doing his own evaluation, right? Him and his team are evaluating the said player. They're not letting On3 and 24/7 do the evaluation for him, right?
Thank you.
So, and I said this on Jason's show earlier this morning. Newsflash: they were already doing this before Jim Nagy got there.
Facts.
So
Yeah.
they were already doing their evaluations. They were already setting a price point to where they were willing to pay this much. And if it went over that, they would say, good luck at wherever school you were going to. So, I, I mean, it wasn't much ado about nothing to me. And I mean, if you guys, if all these people on social media paid attention to the Mike and Mike on Mondays and Big Mondays with Jason, you already heard this before because I already done told you all that. You know what I mean? Like they're that's how they operate. They're not gonna get in a spending war, and they're not gonna overpay just because they want to beat Texas or Missouri. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just not. And there's a lot of 5 stars that they may think ain't 5 stars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
Yeah.
and that's they're gonna pick and choose, and they know winning the recruiting battles doesn't win national championships, and they're gonna stick and find the players that they want and go after them.
Yeah. And see that
the,
that's what I was saying is that basically nowadays, if we want to keep that
Mike, you all
competitive,
right, Mike?
I'm laughing at Sooner in Texas's comment.
what do
It's a rhyme and lemon
Mike,
type comment.
go
Sooner in
ahead.
Sooner in Texas says translation: drinking your own bathwater means parents may have been related before marriage.
shit.
Crazy, man.
What up, T Boomer?
T
What
What
up,
up,
boom.
T?
TP? What up now?
Mike,
But like I was saying, is that um, he's basically was just laying the foundation. Is that he's trying to explain that the landscape is not the uh, same landscape for recruiting anymore. That
Yeah.
because there's
Yeah,
different parameters set that you got to operate appropriately so that you don't miss out on anything.
Yeah.
And so you got
And
to,
money's tight.
yeah,
Money's
you
yeah.
got
tight though.
so you got to basically, just like the NFL, you got to build your board. And if you don't get that, somebody else gets that other one. You got to be
Mm-hmm.
prepared to have someone so the competitive depth keeps rolling.
Yeah.
That has the equivalent grade. It doesn't mean that you don't stop going after them. You just be prepared in case that doesn't happen, and you're ready for someone that's going to step in and have the same type of effect.
Yeah, bro. They're
And
looking for those diamonds in the roughs, right? They're looking for the
yeah,
Jaden Jacksons,
Yeah,
in the Wyatt Gilmores, right? Those
Yep.
dudes that are gonna come perform. The Isaiah Autry
exactly.
Dents, right? Yeah. You're looking
Okoye,
Yes.
for those cats. I
PJ.
mean, Okoye, hey, Okoye, now those ain't diamonds in the rough, bro. Those dudes was high 4 stars, damn near 5 stars.
Not
Yeah.
when they
It's
first
like,
started. Not when
yeah,
they
but I'm
first
saying
started.
like Danny Okoye was a super freak, bro. Everybody was trying to get that kid.
Yeah, we know. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
got you.
Well, I mean, it's a
Yeah,
different evaluation.
I'm talking about the under the radar cats, right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like the Eli Bowens. Not everybody wanted Eli,
Yeah. You know
right?
that?
Mm-mm.
Come on now. There
Yeah.
was a
Spit
Well,
'em.
lot of our fans like
Two
poo-pooing
two
on him.
freshman All Americans. Two freshman All Americans right there.
Facts.
Yep.
Mike, I've got a question for you.
What's
Yeah.
up?
What
Oh, Big
what
Mike.
yeah,
Okay.
what do you like? Do you like game tape or live games? Evaluating live games.
I go with Tate.
Okay. The reason why I don't like tape is because everybody can put their best tape together
No,
of
no,
the
no. Now, when I say tape, I'm not just watching their highlights.
okay,
I ain't watching that shit. I'm watching the whole game.
okay. Cause
Yeah,
I like
same
Yeah.
to
here.
go because some people in practice, outstar, all-star, great player. Them damn
Yeah.
lights come on, they freeze
Yeah.
up. As they all say, that old saying,
Yeah.
they nut up, and they can't do nothing. So
Yeah.
Jim Nagy's thing is he wants to evaluate you on a scale that has worked for him for so many years.
Hmm.
You Most people don't want to go get 3 stars. If you're 3 star, you're not worth my time. But that 3 star might be that diamond in the rough, man, that can get you over the hump, and you're overlooking him because he's not a 4 or 5 star. I know a lot of 4 or 5 stars that got their ass waxed by some three and two
Oh, come
stars.
on, bro. Come on, bro. You better tell them. Hey, listen.
Waxed.
Here's the deal: is you can't build a recruiting class with just 4 and 5 stars.
No,
So I don't understand how people think like, oh, we're not 3 star youth or dude. You 75% of your class is 3 stars, homie. Come on, man. Like, don't be so don't be
Yeah,
so snobby, man. Don't act like
for that.
you're a dime when you're really a three. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna get some 3 stars, homie. Like that's just the name of the game. It's a numbers game. And
The
and
bet.
I don't like the connotation of a 3 star is not a good football player.
Yeah.
Like the
And I'll
three
give
stars
you the
are
best.
like the best. They're the best. They're the top echelon of the high school kids playing college football or high school football. The three
I'll
stars.
give you the
Like
bet. I'll give you the best example of a 3 star athlete that excelled further than anybody could see. The silverback, Trent Williams.
hmm yeah.
yeah, well, they had
Like
him on TV
here's my
yesterday.
one thing. Here's my one thing about the one thing I have my reservations about, and hopefully he put this good team around him. But one thing that we know Jim Nagy is good at is evaluating college players for the NFL, right?
Right.
Exactly what
I
I'm saying.
I, I
I
want to
agree.
know, and I don't want to like typecast him and say he's not going to be successful. But I'm watching closely how he evaluates kids that are not yet fully grown men ready to go compete in the NFL. Right? Because there's a big
Exactly.
difference between juniors and seniors than 22, 23-year-old dudes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm on a wait and see type of approach for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is only his first season, so it's not even a
hmm
full season.
hmm
So we gotta let him cook. Hey, the gumbo don't come off right away. You gotta let him cook a little bit.
I
Well,
had
this
some
is
fire gumbo this weekend though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Was you hollering
Was it
ice
good?
cream, Big Mike?
Hey, listen, man. So we had the Freedom Fest here in JC. You know, it's a big carnival with a bunch of
Yeah, yeah,
food
yeah,
vendors and all that good stuff. Bro,
yeah.
they had this little Cajun food truck come up here with some alligator bites and some gumbo and all that. Man, shit.
Mm.
It was that good.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
You would throw it
Fried,
back then.
fried Snickers. You know what I'm saying?
For
Oh,
Fried
sure.
heck yeah.
Oreos. That shit reminded me of the Texas State Fair at the Red
Pray,
River.
I was just gonna say, Yeah.
I didn't get none of that fried stuff though. I say that for October 11th.
Texas State Fair.
Yeah, I'll save that for October.
Yeah. What we
A
fry
Man,
up for?
celebratory,
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich after a dub,
Ooh.
and a
Yes, sir.
and a corn dog with bacon. You know what I'm saying?
heck yeah.
Corn dog wrapped in bacon, bro. That might have been my favorite thing I had last year. That shit was amazing.
I I tell you what was it? Friday. Friday, yeah. Before we played Friday night. I made a jambalaya that was so good you'd have slapped your necks again.
Yeah.
Mm,
You put your drawers in it,
boy,
Mike?
huh?
Boy, y'all
I
crazy.
said you put your drawers in it.
I sure did. Put my own bath water in it.
Uh,
Yeah, I
that's
don't know about all
hilarious.
that.
Hey,
Y'all are getting kind of
Michael's
carried
out here
away on that
throwing
one.
down. Michael's throwing down.
Mike over here. Hey, actually, who we shared it with. Wink, wink.
That, and I'm going to tell y'all in the chat and on this panel, if you're going to make authentic Cajun jambalaya, if you don't do it in a cast iron cauldron,
Oh,
you're wasting your time.
you're wasting your time. Ain't no ifs.
Mm.
You
Mm,
can't make it right without it. It won't come
it
out
won't.
right.
Mm-mm, nope.
Hey,
So, Coach,
Yes, sir.
you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. I
Yeah,
see you
I'm
got your
still here.
camera off. You eating?
No, man. I shouldn't have came on until I got through with this recruiting thing, man. It's ass to elbows, man. It's getting that time now, man, and it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy.
Man,
But
Sooner in Texas. Did him and Ryman Lemon have a party this weekend? I mean, because he translation Legends Jambalaya recipe means he was drunk and hungry.
mm-hmm.
mm,
Yeah,
but I was
yeah.
gonna help you guys out, man. Is that something that nobody has been talking about? Is that other schools, South
Mhm.
Carolina, North
Hmm.
Carolina, and Clemson, they're
Clemson.
all going through the same thing. You just don't
Yeah,
hear about it.
Right.
You just don't
right.
hear about it. So I hear all angles and all sides, man. And going to these coaches clinics, man, that's been the main topic. How do we get how do we get down to 105? How do we do this? How do we do that? I can't give this guy a scholarship. I can't make him a POW because he'll transfer. You hear the same shit that Oklahoma's going through, but it's a little bit more chaotic. And
Oklahoma already done took care of that.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what
So
I'm
that's why
saying.
I
You know what I'm
want people to
saying?
understand is that
Yeah.
Oklahoma is miles ahead of what some of these programs are. Some of these
Oh
programs
yeah.
were still trying to pay every player top dollar just to keep them. You're not going to keep everyone. And let's
Nope.
say you do. Let's say you have 7 5 stars. You got to pay all 7 5 stars. And if they don't play next year, they're gone. So you've given them free money to come in there and ride the bench for what?
Yeah, that's what
Fact.
I was saying earlier, man. You can't pay everybody, bro. Like there's 20.5 million gets ate up real quick. You
Yeah.
can't like
And
that shit gets ate up real quick. Like USC's class, that shit ain't gonna hold, bro. They're not all the money they're promising these kids. At some point, you're gonna see them like, yeah, I had to get in the portal because they couldn't get the money right.
hey, are we talking about before tax or after tax?
I'm
You ain't
talking
lying.
about. I'm talking.
You ain't lying.
I'm talking about the 20 and a half, and you're not talking about cost of living out there neither.
Thank you,
Uh,
thank you, thank
yeah,
you.
we're talking about the 20.5 mil rev share. You know what I'm saying? That
Shit,
like
you.
because it's gonna be wild, bro.
I'm,
I cannot.
I'm,
That month leading up to signing day is gonna be bonkers.
I'm
Hey,
a,
and hey, check this out. And you gotta that 20 has to be spread throughout the entire athletic complex.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So then they're gonna get about 16 or whatever it is that go to
Yeah,
football. That's
exactly.
even less.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach,
Mm-hmm.
what
Yes, sir.
you're what do you think about English's comment? Aunt next should be 1-2 out of the gate. Tatum third, in my opinion.
Nah, Tatum's fourth.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't you can't leave out Javante.
Yeah,
look,
you
man.
can't leave out Javante Barnes.
Uh, I'm on the board with that, man, because you guys you're so deep this year. You gotta go. Look, you gotta go with Art because you brought him in, but at the same point in time, X, Xavier gotta get something. He better get
Mm-hmm.
something.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. It's
Yeah.
Don't forget about Blaylock. Blaylock has
well,
been putting in work.
but look, guys, there's not enough football to go around for everybody.
I know.
Yep.
I mean, let's just be real. We want to see all these guys, but reality is going to sink in.
Yeah.
You don't have enough ball carrying, and if we want John Mateer to come out and do what he's supposed to do, he's going to throw that mug around all damn game.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Nah, I don't want him to throw it around our game. I
well,
want to pound the rock.
we're going to
That's what I
pound the
want.
rock, but you got to be subjective to passing that ball because a lot of people run to set up the pass. That's ass backwards. I pass to set up the run.
Yeah.
If you can pass and I got to move my safeties outside the tackles to help double team the tight end or the receivers, X-Rod and Ott should be able to eat that down left tackle and right tackle up all damn game.
Yep.
So,
Hey,
Yeah,
our
I'm the
man
opposite.
shot.
I'm the opposite.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm
Our
just the
man
opposite. I'd
Shotty's
rather
in.
run to set up the pop. Shotty.
Our man Shotty's in the chat. He said I can have Kirby come on and explain how UGA does it. Had to take a jab because we kicking ass in there in recruiting right now.
Hey, I ain't celebrating no recruiting wins for anybody until signing day.
You ain't lying because you got to keep them until that time.
No, hell no, I ain't celebrating shit.
okay, quick question. I mean, let me. Somebody just brought this up. Shorty, you brought it up. 14 to 16 million will go to football. Let's say this. Let's just say for shits and giggles, OU basketball boys can get 2 7-foot twin towers for basketball
Okay.
that are in the grad that are pretty much grad trained. So they got
Okay.
1 year left.
Mhm.
Would you give $5 million to get those two, or would you give $5 million to get 1 5-star for football?
Ooh.
I don't think it works like that though.
It's 20 million across the board.
Yeah, for all
No.
sports. It's got to be divvied up.
All sports.
Yeah.
No, it's 20.5 million, right? But
Right.
it's
But
not going to be shared equally, right? Like Oklahoma,
No.
I think they
Oh
said
yeah.
they're
Oh
going to
yeah.
give
Yeah.
16 mil,
You're right.
right?
Yeah. But I'm saying if you came down to it, if it came hypothetical, if it came down to getting 2 7-foot twin towers for OU basketball,
Hey, I don't give a shit what basketball does as long as if they're managing their money right. You know what I mean? Like, give me that cap for football. I'll balance my own budget. It's two separate. That's two separate. Like, that don't
Exactly.
even.
Exactly.
hey,
Now,
it's 20.
if you said you got 5 million and you got the best quarterback in the portal, or you can get a stud left tackle in a wide receiver, now we're talking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, I said that to say this is that's the dilemma right now in Clemson. They have some twin towers that they can get for basketball, which their program in basketball is very good, but they're trying to dip into the funds to get extra money to add to the football program to get this 5-star.
Clemson better dial up that bag, man. Better dial up that bag, man.
Hey,
The bag man's gonna be back. Y'all know that,
Look,
right? The
the
bag
Yeah,
bag
man
yeah,
gonna
man.
be
Look,
back
look.
in
The
more
bag
than
full
man
ever.
is never
effect.
going to go away. The bag man is
Hey,
never going to go away.
he's
Ever.
the bag man like that meme with the dude standing there licking his lips, rubbing his hands, like, yeah, baby, I'm back.
Yeah,
Look, we're gonna go back to the same old way of when you go to your dorm room. There's gonna be a little envelope up under your pillow,
Mm-hmm.
two favors.
and it is what it is. You're never gonna get rid of that person. I don't give a damn
No,
how hard you try.
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
forget about the handshake, coach.
Yeah.
Damn the handshake. Give me the envelope.
Well,
Where's
Yep.
it?
the envelope and the handshake goes hand in hand, coach.
Look, uh, when we try to get away from the bag man, we gonna start
And we just
walking on.
brought him back. We
Hey,
just brought him back.
it's all it is. This revenue sharing brought him or her back.
All
Yep,
the way back, bro. Back like he
all the
never
way.
left.
So
Saban gonna probably try to get a job somewhere. He gonna try to wait for somebody to get fired and hop back in.
if
Now that the bag
Hmm.
man is back.
hey, there you go, Jimmy. Handshake with a no limit credit card.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that. A black
wow,
Amex. Yeah.
I like
So
that.
Big Mike, what are we drinking today? Michelob
Well,
Ultra?
we got a couple ultras left over from the fourth, man.
Oh heck yeah!
Yeah, I was out here sweating, setting up my rig out here on the lake, and I've been in the Yeti, nice and cold, so I had to grab me one or two.
Oh heck yeah!
Yeah,
But yeah, man, I just like you said, Mike. I thank everybody and Bishop, and I don't know where Coach went, but uh, oh, Coach had to dash. Hey, Coach, thanks for
yeah.
coming on.
Thanks,
I
man.
just think these fans need to just chill out about Jim Maggie because um, he I know his method behind the madness. I was trying to think of a way how to explain it, but there's a method behind his madness. Hello, Mars Jams.
The thing is, Mike, uh, until we can get to the season and we can get some wins behind our belt, it's the only thing of topic that people can sink their teeth into. So,
Yeah,
Oh, dude, Twitter way overreacted, right? Like they're
so,
so dramatic, bro. It's crazy. Like, bro, come on, man. You ain't got nothing better to do.
because
You, bro, ain't no
if you
worried
really
about
look
Jim
at,
Baggy, right? And I
yeah,
said Baggy. Yeah, Jim Baggy. Yeah, he got that
yeah,
bag.
they a trip, man.
That's my nickname.
hey,
so he's Jim Baggy now, huh?
Jim Baggy.
hey, Bo, what would be your first deal of duty if you got the athletic director?
Athletic director. Hey, you real talk. I'm putting the girls softball team in Jordan. Their shit is Jordan. Their outfits
Facts.
Jordan. Their batting gloves is Jordan. The cleats is Jordan. The stadium is Jordan. Like there's nothing but Jordan, bro. They're the most dominant team out there. Like what are we doing? How is that not done already?
Yeah. Oh, they don't wear the Jordan brand.
Hell no, it's Nike. They'd be nothing but Jordan. I'd have a little a penthouse suite up there for Jordan too. If you want to come through and check out greatness, I'll put a little penthouse suite up there.
They even have the Jordan emblem out in the middle of the field, out in the
Oh
outfield.
yeah, yep. Softballs have Jordan on them. Softballs will
Hell
have
yeah!
Jordan on them. You know what
That
I
would
mean?
be sweet.
That's what I'd do. That'd be my first. I'd be like Trump, executive ordering that shit with a big old Sharpie. I'll go on Facebook Live and show it to everybody. You know what I mean?
No doubt, no doubt.
And your first order of business would be you're going to take down Mike Tyson, Big Bo.
I ain't messing with Mike Tyson, bro.
Oh, you ain't?
No, I ain't messing with Mike, but I just want to put some underwear on, put some drawers on.
Well, I need to put some draws on.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, guys, I Mike, before you come on, I said that in the next couple of weeks, I predicted that you will at least see talks with Zach Selman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As AD.
Oh yeah, I'd say he's number one on the board, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I say I don't know. I just gotta I would make OU run the bone again. English, English said that.
Dude, man. I'll tell you what, the way they constructed this defense piece by piece, we were already set for this blueprint. I don't see why
Yeah.
everybody's freaking out. It's like all you got to do is keep adding the necessary pieces. It doesn't matter if they're 5-star, 3-star, 4-star. As long as
Yeah.
they keep adding to the competitive depth, and we keep that going. All I see is the always being in the running for playoffs and eventually going to the Natty and winning it.
Yeah. Hey, Big Mike, I got a new title for you, sir.
Yeah, what's that?
Bishop's the official chaplain of Sooner Legends podcast. Sooner in Texas is my official translator. You are the official bagman of Sooner Legends podcast.
All right. Yeah, I saw that comment. I think there's a little conflict of interest with me being the bag man for Oklahoma. It'd be a little. I'd be partial.
Hey,
You know?
hey, you might need a sidebar that one.
Yeah. Well, put that. Give me a couple years. Let Mike get out of there so before I can officially claim that title.
I
And
know.
again, if I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Yeah,
I'd take it. I'd take it in secrecy.
Well, Mike, I'm not affiliated with the University of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah. Get old Mike Wilkerson. Get him and get the bagman. New bagman.
Well, listen, fellas, we've been going for a little over an hour. Mike, I appreciate you coming on Mike and Mike on Mondays. We're back hot and heavy again. Bishop, appreciate you coming on with us. Appreciate Coach Rick's coming on and joining us today. And I want to thank everybody out there in the chat that took your time to listen to my gook. And if you haven't already, smash that like button. Smash that red subscriber button. That way y'all won't miss Mike and Bishop on Mondays. And for as little as $2.99, you can become a member of Sooner Legends Podcast and enjoy this craziness. And we are at 780 subs, and so let's get me up to 1,000. Let's set a goal. Let's before the first toe meets leather in OU's football opening game. Let's get the old legend up to 1,000 subs.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hey, tell your mama. Tell your daddy.
Yep, go ahead,
tell
Mike.
them all to subscribe. Tell them all. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your uncle and them, your cousin and them, tell them to subscribe.
For sure.
Because every Monday we spit this fire. It might not be fire about football, but we spit some kind of fire.
Yeah.
Well, listen, folks, y'all take care. And we'll see y'all again next Monday. This is Legend. We'll see you on the backside. Got them horns down. Love everybody. And we'll see you Monday for another episode of Mike and Mike on Mondays. Y'all take care.
Boomer.
Sooner.